It's been an unusually long wait for Apple's legions of techno fans, but it's just about over. New products are being unveiled on Tuesday. So what are we likely to see? Let's ask CNET senior editor Dan Ackerman. Dan, good morning.
Hey, guys.
The excitement always builds around this time of year, though there have been a few more leaks, I think, than there used to be. The Apple invitation read, "This should brighten everyone's day." What do we think they're hinting at?
Well, that's what I really love. Looking at his invites, there's almost a criminology of kind of searching for clues on them. And this one had colored dots, and it said it's going to brighten your day. And that matches the leaks we've seen with iPhones with these new colorful backs. Red, green, blue, purple, stuff we really haven't seen before from Apple.
So let's talk about the upgrades, because that's what people always wonder about. It sounds like this new phone, I mean, we heard a lot about a touchscreen sensor. We've heard the possibility the screen could be bigger. What do you know?
Well, I think what we're looking at is probably two new types of iPhones. One they're calling the iPhone 5C, at least according to the leaked shots of the packages we've seen, and that's got the colors on it, so C for colorful. And then probably an update to the regular iPhone 5. Every other year they call it like the S model, so maybe it'll be the iPhone 5S. We've seen a gold version of that. There may be a fingerprint sensor built in, which would be interesting for security. But I don't think it's going to be a major leap over last year's, where they already made the screen just a little bit bigger.
If we see a less expensive model, do you think there's a risk that Apple can sort of water down its brand?
So that's really interesting, because Apple really very rarely plays in kind of that lower end of the market. You know, their least expensive laptop, it's still $1,000. But for $200 for a new phone on contract, if maybe you have a more plastic model that's $100, maybe there's room to get in there, because you hit saturation at a certain point where everyone who wants an iPhone has one. How do you expand into new markets?
Well, you know, we've heard Steve Jobs famously say phones are their job, but TVs are their hobby. What's the new news about Apple TV?
That's the one thing everybody's waiting for, a big Apple television. You know, the rumors have been going on for years. I don't think we're going to see anything this week or even this year on it. What they may have, though, is an update to a product they actually have called the Apple TV, which isn't a television. It's a little streaming video box you plug into your TV and does all this media streaming, and it's kind of a cool little stocking stuffer.
Meanwhile, Samsung unveiled this week its Galaxy Gear smartwatch. Now, I've seen all kinds of pictures of potential Apple prototypes, but Samsung's here first. Is this going to change this game?
You know, this one product, that Gear Watch, may not be the game changer, but I think that category kind of is, because people got very excited about stuff you can wear. The Google glasses, this watch, those fitness bands everybody wears, the Apple stuff. So I think everyone's getting used to the idea of getting rid of kind of like a phone or a tablet or something and just wearing your technology.
You weren't very hot on this, though, at first, Dan.
I'm getting hotter on it now, because I talk to people, and whether you're 8 or you're 80, you know what a wristwatch is.
Yeah.
And you can say, oh, I can understand. I can add more features to that. It's not something kind of new and unusual.
You know, the reality is, regardless of whatever they put out, you'll see people standing outside ready to get their hands on the new product. Yeah, of course.
All right, Dan Ackerman, thanks.
Thank you.